Calgary skyline is one of the prettiest in North America.
The fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
Okay guys, today we're gonna react into all top 9 cities in Canada ranked from the worst to the best places. I don't know. Do you know at number 1, I think my guess bet for number 1 I think is gonna be either BC or Vancouver or Calgary. That's gonna be number 1. The worst city, I don't know what city they're gonna say. But we'll see. We'll see what city they're gonna say is the worst and which city is the best. But anyways, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I'm Franklin Tony. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like the video, share, subscribe, comment down in the comment section your thoughts or opinion on this video. And yeah, without me saying too much, let's roll to the video. Let's see what we got going on.
Do you know who's cold and smart, loves maple syrup, and drinks milk out of a bag? I'll give you a hint. Their phone cold and smart, loves maple syrup, and drinks milk out.
If you drink milk out from a bag, you're disgusted. You're actually disgusted. Just know that you're actually disgusted.
Of a bag? I'll give you a hint. Their phone number is 1-800-O-Canada. That's right. Today we're talking about beavers. Oh wait, that's a different video. Although beavers are the official animal of Canada, and Canadians do beaver-y nice. Probably.
That's a funny joke.
Since they live in one of the best countries on earth. In fact, so many people are moving to Canada that it's now the most multicultural nation and one of the fastest growing, with its population of 38 million increasing by 1.8% each year. Wow. So today we're starting a new series on the best places to live here. This video will rank the 9 big cities in Canada from worst to best, but since everyone has different city size preferences, let's hit 3,000 likes for videos on the best medium and small cities in Canada too. Now, the Great White North has much fewer residents than its neighbor to the south, with only 6 cities having metro populations over 1 million residents.
Wait, isn't the Great White North like Nunavut or something?
Compared to 56 in the US. So to qualify as big for Canadian standards, a city's metro area only needs to have over 800,000 residents. Mid-sized cities will have between 200 and 600,000, and then small cities have a metro population under 200,000. So put on your toque and grab some Timmies as I give ye the 9 largest.
Bro, all I know is in my life, I'm never going to Tim Hortons again. Never, bro. Bro, every time I've been to Tim Hortons, right, the rice bowl is not it. I'm sorry to all you Tim's lovers that could get. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the only thing I could eat from Tim's is the farmer's wrap. I'm sorry, but that's it. The rest, it's just not there, bro. I went there. I asked for a smoothie, and guess what? I got like, it was just sugar, bro. It was just sugar, but you know, it's my fault. It's my fault for like going to Tim's to actually get a smoothie, bro. It's my fault. But no, the only thing that I recommend from getting, I would recommend that if it was a go-to, I only get the farmer's wrap. That's the only thing. I don't know about you guys, but you guys should let me know though. When you guys go to Tim's, what do you get? If it's not coffee, what do you guys get? Most of you guys get grilled cheese, isn't it?
Just cities in Canada ranked from worst to best. Number 9, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Winnipeg?
Worst?
More like lose a leg. No, like
so funny. Bro, Winnipeg number 9? I did not expect this. This is crazy.
Literally, it gets so cold here that you might get frostbite if you don't layer properly. Winterpeg is actually the coldest and windiest major city in Canada, with 44 days per year where the wind chill hits -30 Celsius. But as May comes and the sub-zero temperatures begin to subside, don't breathe too big a sigh of relief, because you might just inhale one of Winnipeg's 39 different species of mosquitoes. In fact, Manitoba is often dubbed the mosquito capital
of the hell. They even have a statue. That's actually mad weird. I mean, that's cool, but weird at the same time.
The world, since it's over 100,000 lakes, results in literally millions of mosquitoes.
Oh, brother, bro, how do you have that so much on your body and you're not disgusted, bro? Oh, some people are disgusted.
But if you can look past the frost and bug bites and the fact that it's one of the most dangerous Canadian cities with a violent crime rate 61% above the national average, 61. Winnipeg isn't terrible. Wow. And actually offers a lot more than most cities its size. It's incredibly diverse, has one of the best museums in the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, and is home to a solid economy, NHL hockey, a thriving arts and festival scene, and charming neighborhoods full of historic architecture. Plus, the average home cost is still just $351 grand, and there's hardly any traffic. Although Winnipeg is also the most sprawling city in Canada, so you need a car to live. Winnipeg is also
I think I've been here before. I think I've been here before.
the most sprawling city in Canada, so you need a car to live here.
But when I was younger,
Number 8,
guys,
Edmonton, Alberta. Alberta is one of, if not the best province in Canada.
bro, the only reason why this province is so much has like 1 million people there is because people go there to work. I'm being so honest. People only go here to work. If it's not work, then like I don't know what they're doing here.
But you probably assume its capital is a great place to live. And yeah, it has a lot going for it with the largest mall and city park system in the country, plenty of gorgeous nearby nature, stellar farmers markets, and a phenomenal cultural scene with over 50 festivals and unique art exhibits like the Neon Sign Museum and INIW Indigenous Art Park. But Edmonton is also the second coldest major city in Canada, and in a lot of ways feels more like a big town as it's mostly a collection of suburbs and factories with large distances and endless parking lots between the few cool neighborhoods like Old Strathcona, Chinatown, Garneau, and 124th Street.
Wait. Alberta has Chinatown? Mad, I didn't even know that.
While on paper, it's a
now
great
I
place
know.
to live and save money with an average home price of just 370 grand compared to the median after-tax income of 84 grand. The predominantly blue-collar economy is also overly dependent on the oil industry and thus
what I'm saying.
very volatile.
Every of my friend that like I know, like can know everyone I know, but like there's majority of people that I'm friends with that throughout this whole summer they've been there, bro. Like they're working there. I should go with them. I should literally have gone to work over there, but like, you know, I love doing YouTube, so I chose to do YouTube over that, but you know.
In fact, incomes have decreased by nearly 5% over the past 5 years. This has led to a large uptick in crime in rundown areas, and although the city is making strides to address these issues through their city plan, which includes massively diversifying the economy and for all future population growth to be via densification rather than outward expansion in hopes to make the city more lively, walkable, and urban. Today, nearly half of Edmonton is still empty lots or abandoned buildings. Number 7, Hamilton, Ontario. Most people not from Hamilton think it's just a dangerous, grungy,
Hamilton has less people than Alberta. You guys what I'm saying? Wow.
industrial city. And that's honestly a shame because sure, it is full of older buildings and rough looking areas, but Hamilton is actually the second safest city in Canada, and its downtown and surrounding areas are undergoing a huge renaissance with plenty of new restaurants, bars, cafes, and beautiful street art. Public transit is also solid. The hospitals and universities are among the best in the nation. And if you ever get bored, Toronto or Niagara Falls are less than an hour away.
I actually need to go to Niagara Falls, bro. I actually need to go there. So you guys should hit that subscribe button and like the video. Subscribe and like the video so I can go there, guys.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, compared to Toronto, Hamilton will seem boring. But the people are also much friendlier, everything is less crowded, and it's got a great balance between city life and small town vibes.
So it's a
I'd
dead
say the
place.
most similar US city comparison would be Pittsburgh, and not just because they were both the steel city in their respective countries. Both are very historic, humble, and weird towns which underwent huge economic hardships before reinventing themselves into gritty, artistic, entrepreneurial havens surrounded by beautiful scenery. But while Pittsburgh is still relatively cheap, Hamilton is almost as expensive as Toronto with an average home cost of 750 grand. The
Damn.
economy is quite good too,
Damn!
average home cost of 750 grand.
750. So which means the houses over there looks nice as hell. I'm gonna do a video. I think then I'm gonna do a video on expensive houses and all this.
The economy is quite good too,
700.
however, with a median household income of 80 grand, resulting
wow.
in a poverty rate of just 6.7%. Number 6, Toronto, Ontario.
My-
What? But Toronto has so many problems. Who
6
the
million.
heck would want to live there?
Yo, look at the view, bro. This is actually so beautiful.
Well, considering it's by far the largest city in Canada, a lot of people. Sure, Toronto may have the second highest average home price at $1.04 million and some of the
know.
worst traffic in North
That's what I'm
America,
saying.
but it's
Like if you live in Toronto and you have a house, bro, like you like those people, they're over there are either doing business or some type of some type of thing, bro. Like,
it's also incredibly safe, and there's a reason so many people from all over the world are moving here. In fact, it's now the most multicultural city on Earth and likely the most desirable North American city for immigrants, mainly due to having the strongest and most diverse job market in Canada, with the second highest median after-tax income at 85 grand. But while Torontoans work hard, they play even harder, because between the abundance of world-class restaurants and entertainment, the amazing music and art scene, top-notch museums and universities, beautiful parks and beaches, the only NBA and MLB teams in Canada, and great public treks and beaches, the only NBA
Okay, sir, go hockey, go Blue Jays, guys.
And MLB teams in Canada, and great public transit to access it all. It's impossible to run out of things to do in this city. Add in the fact that Toronto has some of the mildest winters in Canada, and it's easy to see why Torontans don't mind spending more. Is the best things in life.
That's what I'm saying, but like the traffic in Toronto is crazy, bro. The traffic in Toronto is crazy.
Usually ain't cheap. Number 5, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Whoa,
I won't
Vancouver's
beat around the
number
bush.
5.
Vancouver is expensive.
Yeah,
in fact, it's the most expensive city in Canada.
Wow.
But if you love the bush, few cities in this world can match the encompassing natural beauty of this outdoor lover's paradise, which you can enjoy year-round since Vancouver's home to the most temperate climate in Canada. Heck, even the nature within the city limits, from the lush tree-lined streets to Stanley Park to 90% of the city being within a 5-minute walk from a green space, is breathtaking too. Seriously, Vancouver is so well designed in terms of mixing high-density urban living with nature that its style of planning and architecture is called Vancouverism, where residential slim skyscrapers are separated by low-rise commercial buildings and parks so they don't obstruct views of the coast or mountains, while nearly every task is able to be completed by foot, bike, or train.
Damn.
And aside from being a huge tech and entertainment center and offering every big city amenity, Vancouver is also Canada's gateway to Asia and Oceania. As such, it's the most Asian city outside of Asia, with 45% of the population being...
My friend, she moved. I miss her, bro. She moved, and then she moved over there. I think her dad, I don't know. I think her dad's a chef or something. I can't remember, but I know he cooks. I think so. I know he cooks, but like me and her don't talk anymore because like she moved, and you guys know what happens when a friend moves. You guys don't really. He doesn't really talk as much as he used to do. We don't
being
talk
Asian
anymore.
and 57% being visible minorities. This has resulted in the city having some of the best food on earth and so much rich heritage with many cultural events and festivals. So yeah, even with an average home cost of $1.163 million and all that gloom,
God, please let me get that money someday. Please, God. Because damn, average home, they said average.
Minus and rain, Vancouver continues to be one of the fastest growing cities. Number 4, Quebec City, Quebec. If you thought Vancouver got a lot of precipitation, Quebec is saying, hold my beer. Or actually, they'd probably say, tiens ma bière, because French is the official language here. But Francais or Anglais, Quebec is the snowiest major city in North America.
Smelliest?
But Francais or Anglais, Quebec is the snowiest major city in North America.
Oh, I thought he said smelliest. I didn't know he said snowiest.
America, with an average snowfall of over 400 centimeters each year. Rather than hide from the cold and snow, however, the city welcomes it with plenty of winter sports and festivals. From December to March, Old Quebec, which feels like a medieval town in Europe, transforms into a snowy Christmas village full of lights and decorations. And no matter the time of year, the only remaining walled city north of Mexico is teeming with history, with over 30 unique museums and gorgeous nearby parks such as Montmorency Falls. But honestly, Quebec's best museum is just getting lost on the 400-year-old cobblestone streets of Old Town, as there is no turn you can take that won't reward you with awe-inspiring architecture, such as the Chateau Frontenac, with its
so which means there's like when you go to Quebec, there's so many things you can actually do.
Weeping views of the St. Lawrence River. And while the other neighborhoods aren't as historic, they're still charming and vibrant with top-notch restaurants, breweries, and cafes in Saint-Roch and Vieux-des-Marais.
Yo, who subscribed? Yo, thanks for the subscription, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys also subscribe, guys. I appreciate it.
And great nightlife in Saint-Jean-Baptiste. And best of all, it's a fraction of the cost of most other Canadian cities with an average home value of just 350 grand. Add in the fact that it's the safest North American city with by far the lowest unemployment and poverty rates in Canada, and maybe you'll want to learn French after all. Number 3, Ottawa, Ontario. Ottawa at number 3? But isn't it just government stuff and protests? Boring! Okay, so it's not the most exciting city by any stretch of the imagination, but statistically, Canada's capital is near perfect. The absurdly low crime rates and excellent schools make it the best place in the nation to raise a family, and it also possesses an incredibly strong and diverse job market with a median household after-tax income of 84 grand. Probably due to the fact that it has the most educated after-tax income of 84 grand. Probably due to the fact that it has the most educated workforce in North America. And while it's certainly not cheap, compared to Vancouver or Toronto, it is affordable in America. And while it's certainly not cheap, compared to Vancouver,
average prices in most expensive cities: Vancouver, Toronto, Ottawa, Montreal, Calgary. That's mad. People go to Calgary a lot. That's crazy. But if people actually go to Calgary, I've been to Calgary before, and yeah, you actually spend a lot when you go to Calgary. Then imagine if you then go to Vancouver. But if I'm living in Vancouver at this point in my life, I probably have to be like what? Justin Bieber. Who else is from Canada? The Weeknd. I don't even think Justin Bieber even lives here, does he? Like, it's just too much.
For Toronto, it is affordable with an average home value of 612 grand and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment being $1,700 a month. If 112 grand and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment being $1,700 a month.
1,700 for one bedroom. Crazy. Over here in my city, I can't lie, my city is getting expensive at this point. I'm not even joking. It's getting too expensive. For one bedroom, you can find like, for one bedroom, let's just say on average right now, maybe like 700 and above. 7, or should we say 800 and 900? Like, yes, let's just say 700, 800, 900 and above. Let's just say that, but 1,700 as an average. Mad.
If you're looking for a true big city, however, I'll be blunt. Ottawa ain't it. But while the capital is effectively a collection of small towns and suburbs, it's also a lot more fun than you might expect. Bytown is home to plenty of incredible museums, an underrated food scene, easy access to beautiful quiet nature, a stunning sculpture garden, the largest ice skating rink in the world, and of course, a stunning sculpture garden, the largest ice skating rink in the world.
The largest in the world? Is that true, guys? You guys should let me know. Is that actually true?
And of course, the biggest Canada Day celebration. Now, before we get to the final two, make sure you leave a like and subscribe and let me know what you think the best city in Canada is. But without further ado, number 2, Calgary, Alberta. Calgary might not even have 1.5 million residents, but size isn't everything because Cowtown looks and acts much bigger. Its urban core is similar in size to Dallas or Seattle, despite those metro areas having vastly larger populations. And with plenty of unique buildings and the gorgeous Rocky Mountains in the backdrop, Calgary's skyline is one of the prettiest in North America, especially since it's the cleanest city on Earth. And the reason Calgary has so many skyscrapers
is this cap? Is this guy lying?
Is because it, not Vancouver, is the economic center of Western Canada, with the second largest number of corporate head offices behind only Toronto. As such, Calgary has the most millionaires per capita in Canada and the highest after-tax median household income at $87,000. Although similar to Edmonton, the economy is heavily reliant on the oil and gas industries, which can boom and bust at any time. But regardless of how the economy is doing, you can always count on remarkable access to jaw-dropping nature and 333 sunny days per year to enjoy it. Banff National Park and nature and 333 sunny days per year to enjoy it. Banff National Park and the...
If you live in Calgary and don't know about, if you live in Canada and don't know about Banff, here you go, guys. Banff is a place where people go to at least They've been there at least 3 times in their life, or more than that.
Badlands of Drumheller are each just 90 minutes away, and the city enjoys over 20,000 acres of green spaces and parks along the gorgeous Elbow and Bow rivers, as well as 1,000 kilometers of bike paths, which actually gives Calgary the most extensive biking network in North America. Throw in no sales tax, one of the best light rail systems, great diversity, an assortment of hip neighborhoods, and the largest rodeo in the world. And it's no wonder Forbes just ranked Calgary as the 3rd most livable city on Earth. Number 1, Montreal, Quebec. Yes, Montreal may no longer be Canada's largest city. And number 1.
Guys, notice how, where is it? That's actually crazy.
Montreal, Quebec. Yes,
guys, can we like all talk?
Montreal may no longer be.
Can we all talk about?
Earth.
Sorry, guys.
Number 1.
Can we? They didn't talk about this. They didn't talk about this. They didn't talk about this. Bro, Saskatchewan is a joke, bro.
Montreal, Quebec.
What's going on in Montreal?
Have a much stronger economy. But in terms of cultural significance, uniqueness, and just all-around fun, no city in Canada even comes close. In fact, I'd argue New York is the only US city that does. From the winding staircases of the colorful row homes, to the pride and people of each unique walkable neighborhood, to the world-class restaurants, museums, nightlife, festivals, and universities, so much soul saturates this city. Sure, taxes are high, winters are brutal, and not knowing French will create some barriers. But Montreal doesn't just look like a European city. It embodies a European style of life where people work to live rather than live to work, which they can afford to do since rent is of life where people work to live rather than live to work.
People work to live rather than live to work. That's actually crazy. Montreal, 4 mil. That's high. I actually didn't know they had that much population. So Montreal, that's actually crazy, guys. But notice how Saskatchewan was even on that list. So what? They're below worse? I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, but it is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's wild. Calgary, Vancouver. That place is wild, dude. It's nice. Vancouver is nice, but it's expensive as hell. It's expensive as hell, to be honest. But anyways, this is what it is. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video on boy Franklin Tony again with another reaction video. If you guys want to see me do more videos like this, subscribe, share, like the video, comment down below in the comment section your thoughts, opinion, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.